Hello, good morning, and welcome to the TR6CC channel, coming to you from the Fallout Shelter Garage. Oh yeah, there's the sign over there. Today, I wanted to do a quick video about the lift. So the lift is installed, and I will flip around here so that you can see the lift. So this is the post that on the driver's side, and you can see the power unit. And then as you go up, you can see the box, the limit switch, and everything else. Yeah, you might be asking, why is there a big hole in the ceiling? Originally, this post, I actually tried and set it underneath there to see how cars would fit. And at the end of the day, I ended up taking it outside of the post, outside of without putting it underneath there, and I can't articulate that very well today, because I liked the approach angle. The one thing that I wanted to be able to do was to be able to park the Triumph, and I can park the Porsche here too, and have two cars in the shop at any given time. So there's plenty of room to get the Triumph in here. In fact, I could pull it a little bit further forward and everything else. But for the most part, the placement is pretty good. There's some interesting facts about this particular column. And my garage floor has a standard 1/8 per inch drop. As you imagine, this is the high post. This is the high post here, the driver's side, and the low post is the passenger side. It's hard to tell, but this post is actually spaced up about an inch at the front. And then at the back, it's almost 1 1/4 inches. So the next thing that needs to occur is I need to put in a non-shrinking grout underneath the base, and then that should take care of the final installation here. I feel confident enough, maybe lifting. I mean, the Porsche and the Triumph, both of those are just, well, I know that Porsche's probably a shy under 2,500 pounds at least, what it's listed at, and I know the Triumph is definitely around 2,000 pounds. So I may do a lift on the Triumph just to make sure that everything is functioning as it should be. But for the most part, I'll just do a quick. I mean, you've seen videos of lifts going up before, but here we go. We'll just cycle mine. Just as a kind of a reference for the hookup, I decided that I wanted to have a disconnect close to the motor. One of the things I wish I'd realized about this disconnect, and I think all disconnects are this way, this thing is actually spring loaded. So when you turn it off, you'll hear it maybe. The contacts actually spring open, and I'm guessing that probably has to do to minimize the arcing as the switch goes. The problem is that the placement of the lockout here, if you have your hand positioned on this side of the lever, when that spring goes down, you're going to be getting what I call painted fingernails. So I've just learned to be very cautious. Honestly, do I think I'm ever going to be using this? Probably not, but I wanted to have it in there. Just kind of finishing up the electrical. I ran the electrical cable up this side using some of the existing holes, and then you can see it's wired to limit switch. And then there is a junction box up there, which I will finish up and get everything squared away here in the next couple of weeks. But for the most part, the installation is done. Everything functions as it should, and here we go. One of the things that I always like to check before I lift anything to make sure that I don't have one of the arms in front of or underneath the Porsche. I would hate to rip off its front bumper. That would just really ruin your day. And it's the same thing on the Triumph. So on that note, we'll just do a quick lift. There's a line, I think right about there on the post. Whoops. And that line represents just about where the first contact goes. So, and it's hard to tell, but the locks actually go in unison, and so the adjustment of the arms up and down is in pretty good shape. You can then release the pressure, and there you go. and now it's sitting on its locked position. So again, pretty good installation. I'll be lifting a car here in just a little bit. What I'd really like to do is just start getting back to doing some of the stuff on the TR6. So I did get the coilover situation squared away, so I've got the wiring harness and a new aluminum valve cover or cam cover that I'll be installing on the TR6 as the next project. And then I've got to do some stuff on the Porsche. There's a return spring on the clutch that is gone, and it makes the Porsche really almost impossible to drive. So I need to get that squared away. But for the most part, the lift is installed, it functions, and I'm pretty happy with the way the installation went. It's hard to tell, but it also did give me an opportunity to clean out some stuff that was in here. There used to be a couple of box springs that are now gone. There was a headboard for a king-size bed. I still have a few things that I need to move out, and then I need to organize some more stuff. But overall, pretty pleased with how everything's going. So again, please comment, like, subscribe, whatever the case might be. Cheers. Have a great day. Bye.